Hey, Nurse Ava. Hey, Patricia. Hey, y'all. What's up? I'm about to make some chicken. Hey, Helen. Hey, the Gold Experience. The Gold Experience, I just went live in the group, girl. Nobody came on, so I came to regular YouTube. Because I know the Gold Experience. I know you in my membership group. Hey, girl. Hey, y'all. Hey, girl, hey. What y'all doing? Happy Thursday. I'm about to cook some chicken. I don't know. Okay. Maybe I need y'all. How are you? I didn't know you had. Yes, I have a membership group. The link is on my channel. I didn't get a notification for the group. Really? I do have news for you. Okay, girl, tell me the news. If you don't want to tell me here, then I'm gonna schedule a live probably for the beginning of next week, and then you can tell me. YouTube tripping on us. I'm sorry, y'all. I was just over there. The only person logged on was Nicole, and she was headed out with her husband. So I was like, well, you know what? Let me go to regular YouTube and see what the people doing. Happy Thursday, y'all. I'm about to cook some chicken. Cooking some chicken. Yes, your dream job. Did you get it? Congratulations, girl. Yes. Tell me about it. What happened? How'd you get it? That is out. See, Cookie be thinking somebody talking to her. Ain't nobody talking to you, Cookie. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Monica. Y'all, I don't know what they doing upstairs. I think some little kids live above me. But, baby, they is break dancing, okay? They is break dancing. Making all kind of noise. Hey, y'all, I'm about to cook dinner. Hey, girl, hey. Oh, thank you, Tranisha. Don't do Cookie. Baby, listen. Cookie is cutting up. Cookie didn't got back to her. She didn't got back to her normal health, and now she acting a fool, girl. Oh, that is amazing. Congratulations. Listen, we ain't getting no younger. We got to do the things that bring us joy, okay? Right? We got to do the things that make our heart go pitter-patter. I'm so excited for you. And you know what else? We got to invest in ourselves, and we got to put ourselves first. Absolutely. I'm so happy for you, sis. Congratulations. Congratulations, boo. Y'all, Helen just turned the big fat. Well, I don't think Helen, did your birthday? When was your birthday? February. Helen just turned the big 5-1. So y'all wish my girl a happy birthday. She just went on a cruise, baby. Hi, Pamela. Yes, girl. Congratulations. That is amazing. You gotta put yourself first. What? Okay, so her birthday was February 7th. Aquarius season, baby. Happy birthday, boo. Oh, you welcome to Gold Experience. Listen, y'all know I ain't gonna do nothing else. I'm gonna fill my own cup, okay? Sheena gonna put Sheena first. Y'all here over there cutting up? We all love Helen. That's my boo. Cookie. Okay, well, nobody told you to get tangled up in the cord. Child, she done got tangled up in my cord. She better go sit down somewhere. Hey, y'all. Okay, call me about the cruise, boo. Listen, you gotta put yourself first, okay? Because this is the thing. If you ain't putting yourself first, how somebody else gonna put you first? Y'all know that? Hey, Monica. Y'all know what I got. Y'all know how I feel about that. Baby, listen. I would rather do something challenging that benefits me than to do anything else, okay? Let me tell you something. God will give you the desires of your heart. He ain't say everything was going to be easy. He ain't say it's going to be smooth sailing. There's peaks and valleys, but you can do it. One thing I've learned, that if God puts the desire on your heart, then it's in you to do it. Put yourself first, girl. What do I say? You was number one. You was the prize. I've been wondering if y'all be saying that little saying with me on Self-Care Sunday. Do y'all be saying that with me when I be saying it in the video? Happy Sunday. Happy Self-Care Sunday. Make sure you do something. What do I say? Make today about you. Do something for you. Say no if you need to. Fill your own cup. Ooh, happy. Me too, Monica. June, baby. Yes. July what? Are you a Gemini or Cancer? You is number one. You is the prize. Oh, yes. Baby, you is number one. You is the prize. Say no to whomever you need to say no to. Yes, indeed. To that man, to them kids, whoever. Yes, ma'am. Whoever. Okay, you're a Cancer. I like Cancer women. Cancer men, Baby, them Cancer men. I was married to a Cancer man, child. Whoever. Say no to whomever. You know, if y'all notice, I kind of stopped saying some parts of that because, listen, people are so sensitive on the internet. And y'all, I don't be trying to tussle. I don't be trying to beef. But somebody told me I don't tell my husband no. And I'm like, girl, if it don't apply, let it fly. But people always got something to say, child. So I kind of just left that part out about say no to whomever you need to say no to, them husbands, them kids, them children. I can't. Listen, people are so sensitive on the internet, okay? I say no all the time, as you should. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to put a fashion video together. I'm going to be honest, y'all. This week has been extremely, extremely busy for me. I had to redo a video for sponsored content. That is the first time that has happened to me. I had a very humbling week. Normally brands tell me how, you know, it's not that they didn't like the video. I was off on the concept and what I was trying to do. And when I tell you, I am a low-key perfectionist. Sometimes I know that's not good to say, but baby, when I say this week was a very humbling week for me, yeah, baby, they was like, that ain't what we agreed to, ma'am. I was like, oh. And at first I was about to like try to go back, and I was like, I'll reshoot the video, sir, no problem, because it run me my money, okay? You know, it's hard for me to say no to my kids too. Helen, girl, how does it happen to you all the time? Is it the powder drink? No. It wasn't them people. Thank you. Baby, say no whomever. I think it can be a little challenge to say no to your kids. But, you know, you got to say no to them too. If it's going to cause you, you know, put you out of your way, cause you distress, if it's going to cause you to empty your cup, tell them no. Oh, thank you, girl. Listen, that's another thing. I had to recommit back to my exercise journey. Because, baby, I was out on them streets eating everything. That man had me eating all kinds of stuff. And I was like, you're not about to make me a big girl no more, okay? You're not about to do it. And, of course, it's not his fault. I need to have some discipline. Baby, them kids will be fine, okay? They will be fine. They will be fine. So, but, yeah, I had a very, very, I don't like the word stress, but I had a very, very humbling week. I just reshot the video, so I'm going to do the thumbnail and send it over to the brand. Child, I hope they accept it. If not, we'll be on video number 3. I don't know what to tell you, but I will say this. It is a really good brand. They sent me some really beautiful products. Um, they're paying me a nice little coin, so I get it. Okay, I get it. They want it right. So it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. Um, and it's just comes along with being a content creator. People think that we really don't be doing nothing, but baby, when I tell you, some days I feel like I work harder as a content creator than a nurse. Y'all do the math, okay? Some days I be really, and I don't like to be so repetitive in my videos. I like to do and try new things, but sometimes, I'm Monday through Friday, I'm regular degular. Hey, Lady T. So it's like, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the type of content creator that's gonna just go out and spend money to make videos. Y'all gonna get the regular degular. Yeah, I still work as a nurse, child. I have not given it up 100%, but I have transitioned into PRN work, and they keep me very, very busy. And that's another thing, the money is in nursing, because I've been doing it so long. It's so lucrative. Sometimes it's hard to say no, but I'm really, really, really trying to retire from nursing. But I also will say that, well, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. I'm not going to speak negativity over my life. Y'all know I don't do that kind of stuff. Because y'all know them, hey, bestie. Y'all know them people up in the office. I am very, very happy the Gold experience. I can say that making the transition from bedside nursing, I was a wound care nurse, so I wasn't really, really at the bedside, but making the transition from not having to clock in and go to work every single day to do something that was not bringing me joy has brought me the most joy. About these men and feeding us, I had to press the brakes on eating out. Yes, let me tell you something. My man likes to feed me, boo. Okay, that man likes to feed me. Okay, and he likes to eat himself. Listen, he don't just be feeding me. He likes to feed us. And I'm like, no, you're not gonna, no. And he be the first one to say, oh baby, you ain't gotta lose no weight. I ain't losing it for you, sir. I'm losing it for me. Let's be very clear. Hey Debbie. Hey Sharika. I'm doing this for me. This is my journey. And if I'm being 100% transparent, I actually like to work out. I really, really like to work out. I've been working out, believe it or not, for years, off and on, off and on. And it's something that I really, really enjoy doing. So even though some days it's a challenge, to push myself to go to the gym, but I can't say there has not been a day that I haven't gone to the gym that I have not been glad that I got up and went to the gym. Yeah, I agree with you, Ashley. I definitely agree with you. I'm not going to go out and just do things. And you guys know that I live a pretty active life. I was outside a whole lot last year, okay? A whole lot. And I intend to be outside a whole lot this year, but it has been really cold here in Houston. And, my bestie is now, she's a married woman, so we really don't get to hang out as much as I would like for us to hang out. And she's also a grandma. So, and I'm very selective about who I hang out with. So like this weekend, my man actually gifted me 2 tickets to a wine tasting. And he was like, take Nicole. And I was like, yeah, her husband gonna be here. But anyway, I love my brother-in-law. But I'm going to go with Ash, and one of Ash's girlfriends is going to come. So we're going to go to the wine tasting on Saturday. But I'm very, very selective about who I give my energy to. I am a girl's girl. I will support you. Like Helen, if me and Helen lived closer, baby, me and Helen would be tearing them thrifting streets up. When we lived next door to each other, literally, Helen lived on one side, I lived on the other. We went thrifting and we hung out a lot. But guys, I live almost in Conroe, okay? I live far, far. And I don't always get to go back to that side of town. But me and Helen, you know, we hang, you know. So, and I'm not the type of person, like, I'm cool with you, but I'm not, like, I have a friend, her name is Kesha. We haven't hung out in a while. You guys have seen Kesha in the vlog, but I'm very selective about, because you just, you got to be careful. You have to be careful, and especially when when a lot of my job centers around being a content creator and being on the internet. You just have to be careful of who you hang out with. That's just how I feel about it. Thank you, Debbie. So yeah, Saturday, and then we're gonna go to dinner after the wine event. Yes, me and Helen used to thrift. That's my girl. What you saying? Wait a minute for? Yes, he bought us 2 tickets to the wine tour, but you got plans on Saturday, ma'am. He bought me 2 tickets, one for me, one for you. He bought us tickets basically. So, but yeah, me and Helen, baby, we used to stay in them thrift stores, and they really don't have really good thrift stores out here on the north side. I don't know if they think everybody rich and we don't thrift, but baby, the Goodwill don't be Goodwilling over here. But the thrift store, my favorite Goodwill to go to if you are a Houston girly is the one off of Shepherd, River Oaks area. I love that Goodwill. Yes. Yes, ma'am. But yeah, I have to figure out other ways to be creative than always just trying to be in the streets and do things, child. Yes. So, like this week, I'm vlogging now. Hopefully, they approve my video, and y'all get a video tomorrow. If not, I don't know what I might try to put a fashion video together. I don't know yet, but I have a very busy day tomorrow, so I don't know. That when they told me to go back to the drawing board. That threw me for a loop. I was not prepared for that at all. Y'all should have seen my face. I was like, who y'all talking to? Y'all talking to me? Y'all must have reviewed the wrong video. Because my brands don't talk to me like that. So yes. Hey Jennifer. I'm making some chicken, girl. I'm about to make me some tacos. I got these new 0 carb tortillas, and I'm gonna put a little avocado on it. Y'all, I have been so busy today. I've only had 1 meal. I'm behind on my protein. It's been a day. It's been a day. Like I said, I got that email and I was like, oh, hold them. I was like, hold them up, swallow them up. So I'm gonna see what I can do in the morning for a video for y'all. Do you have big plans for your 50th? Monica, I do. However, they are in the hands of someone else at the moment. I'm trying not to be nosy about it. But yes, I got big plans. The plans ain't been discussed or confirmed with me. But yeah. Yes, I'm gonna put some avocado on there, a little bit of cheese. Y'all, I have only had, let me show you how many points I had today, y'all. I'm so behind. I've had 7 points today. That's how busy my day was. Once I got that email this morning, I was like, okay, back to the drawing board. But then I also had, because I didn't, so I've actually been off for 2 days. I created the video, sent it in. So today and tomorrow are my 2 days where I need to finish seeing all of my clients. So on top of getting the video back, getting their response back this morning, okay, I was like, huh? So not only did I have to get up, because I can't cancel, listen, the money I made in nursing today is equivalent to what they paying me for this video. So it's kind of like I need both my checks. So I had to get up, go see my people, rush home and record this video. And I got more people to see tomorrow. So it's kind of like so what I need to start doing is when I have sponsored content, I need to make a backup video just in case this happens. But again, this is the first time that a brand was like, no ma'am. So you live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. So going forward, I'll have a backup video. But I did start a vlog. I wanted the vlog to go into the weekend. If not, I can just wrap it up tomorrow and try to put it out. Hey, Novella. I love your name. First time catching the live. I think I've only been live a couple of times, y'all. I know I've gone live with Nicole. But I normally go live in my membership group. I didn't schedule anything with them. I went live for about 5 minutes. A lot of y'all have said that y'all didn't even get the notification, so I came over to YouTube. But I normally go live over there. Hey, Celia. Hey, girl. So, yeah. So, I'm supposed to go to Mardi Gras, so I need to, like, make some content for next week. Because y'all know I don't vlog when I'm with my man. He's okay with it. Hey, Patrice. But I don't even want y'all to catch a glimpse of him. Now, I have posted him in my close friends on Instagram. But baby, let me tell y'all something. He don't even want to be in the video. If I'm being 100% honest, social media is not his thing. Okay, he barely knows how to work Facebook. So he don't even care nothing about the camera. Now, if you've been here a while, you know I used to be with a man who wanted to be all up in the video. Okay, y'all know it. And it backfired on me. It backfired. Now, not to say that this is gonna backfire on me. I don't feel like that with him, but I just want to keep that part private. I actually want to pop out married on y'all, okay? I might let y'all know I'm engaged, but I really just want to pop out married. Now, I will say, if I do get engaged, I would like to have a nice, intimate ceremony. So there will be somewhat of a wedding series. But listen, y'all gonna know y'all gonna know, okay? Y'all gonna know. Keep them for yourself. I am. Yes, I hope it is not as cold as it is now, but I cannot wait to go to Mardi Gras. I'm leaving next Friday, and then I'll be back, I think, Monday. So y'all will probably get some fashion videos next week because those are the easiest for me to record. And then I might do a little recording of Mardi Gras, just little bits and pieces here and there. Like, when I went down there for Thanksgiving, I did not record because I didn't want to record in his house. And he was like, why you don't want to record it? I was like, it's not that I wanted to live in the moment. So he is very, very adamant about me doing my content creation around him or creating content while he's here, but I just don't want to do it. Hey, okay, girl, you going to Mardi Gras? Yes. She said I act like I'm from Texas, but I'm a South. So, baby, we will accept you in Texas. Hey, Renee. Not saying anything until it's done, but do what you feel. Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree. I mean, you can say it, but you don't have to put it out into the universe. One of the things that I'm learning is to keep a lot to to my chest, to not share as much. Not, feminine women, and I know this is not a live about feminine energy, but feminine energy is mysterious energy, and I don't like to overshare. I even went back and forth about sharing my workouts on Instagram, but I know those workouts help. Even if I get 100 views, it only might help 3 people, but I know I'm helping someone, and y'all know motivation is false. However, I know I might motivate someone to get up and move their body more. Is it your first Mardi Gras? It'll be my first Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Now, my very first husband, y'all know I've been married twice. So when I get married again, this will be number 3. And baby, y'all can call me Elizabeth Taylor because I'm gonna keep doing it until I get it right. Okay? mind your business. But my first husband is from Alabama. Um, and y'all know Mardi Gras originated in Alabama. So I've been to Mardi Gras in Mobile, Alabama. I've never been to Mardi Gras in New Orleans. And then, we have a fake Mardi Gras here in Galveston. I've been to that one. So keep posting. Thank you, Helen. Yeah, keep it to your chest. Write it down. Put it on your vision board. Keep it close to your chest, because everything ain't for everybody. And I do believe in evil spirits. I do believe in people praying for your downfall. So some things I truly believe you should keep to yourself. And my relationship is one of those things. You are in for a treat, dressed comfortably. Oh, thank you. So if y'all watch the vlogs, I plan on doing some outfits around those silver shoes that I got from Burlington. So we're gonna style those up, and yeah, I don't know what Cookie be doing. I really don't. Trash. Now she's on Cookie. She old, y'all. She's old. But yeah, guys, I'm super excited. It's the first time. I mean, you gotta be. And it's just, I just learned that Cookie do what Cookie truly does what she wants to do, baby. Cookie, y'all come get y'all fur baby. Thank you. I got these. I do think they are linked in my LTK, but these were a collaboration with a brand long time ago, child. Long time ago. Thank you, Stephanie. Girl, y'all, Cookie is a mess. And my son was trying to get me a pug, because listen, believe it or not, my dream dog is a pug, okay? Before I had Cookie, or before I got Cookie, I wanted a pug. Thank you, girl. Because listen, that leave out, she toe up. Y'all gonna see these headbands for a while. Helen, I get it. Okay, I get it. They ain't clapping for you. So the way that I got Cookie was a lady that I worked with. So Cookie was a gift to a co-worker's daughter, right? They lived in an apartment, and she just did not have time for the dog. So I ended up buying Cookie from her. But before all that came along, I was looking at a pug. I absolutely love pugs. I think they are the cutest, ugliest dog on the face of the earth. Everything about a pug I love. So just so happens that I was looking to adopt a pug, because they have like sites where you can go to adopt a pug. But lady at work was like, hey, I heard you want a dog. She not a pug. She, Shih Tzu to you. And so that's how I got Cookie. Now, when I was married the second time, girl, Cookie snores, but pugs snore bad, okay? Oh, they are so cute. So what happened was, I love dogs, period. So my mom found a Chihuahua. This is a long time ago. And she knew that I liked Chihuahuas. Now, Chihuahuas wasn't my dream dog, but I liked Chihuahuas. So my mom is a huge dog lover too. Not, girl, the cutest and the ugliest. Okay, two things can be true. Two things can be true at the same time. Is that how they say it? Yes. So anyway, she brought me the Chihuahua and asked me if I wanted it. It didn't have a tag or anything on it. Didn't have a chip. So I got the dog. Cookie hated that dog. Cookie literally was throwing a fit, y'all. She wouldn't eat. Like, she was having a fit with this dog. Mind you, Chihuahuas make a lot of noise. This dog was about this big, but she thought she was a German Shepherd. Anyway, long story short, my kids let the Chihuahua out in the backyard, and the dog got away. So ever since then, I said I would never have another dog with Cookie, because Cookie does not like other dogs. I take Cookie to the dog park, and Cookie won't even play with other dogs. Cookie is a mess. Cookie be like, why you got me out here, lady? You know I don't play with dogs. I'll be like, but you a dog. So I gave up on my dream of owning a pug, and then my son called me about, oh, he actually called me on his birthday. Miles's birthday was February the 10th. That's why I love Aquarius. Miles is Aquarius, Helen's Aquarius, my sister Kelly is an Aquarius. And he was like, Mama, I got a plug on a pug, because he got a pit bull for his birthday. Cookie is bougie. Yeah, she thinks she's human. And he called me and he was like, Mama, I got a plug on a pug. You want one? And I was like, boy, you know Cookie is not going to let me have another dog. Plus, y'all, if I'm being 100% honest, my man don't really like dogs. He likes Cookie because Cookie's chill. Cookie don't bark. Cookie don't bother nobody. But he is not a dog person. And, you know, I am in a serious committed relationship. And he does not live here. So I do have to travel to go see him. So I'm, you know, trying to board 2 dogs or get somebody to keep. I mean, right now it's just not conducive to my life to have a second dog. So no. Now, if I was single, I would do what the hell I wanted to. I probably wouldn't get another dog because Cookie don't like dogs. But I'm going to be honest. Once Cookie goes to Cookie heaven, I don't want her to hear me talking about her. I'm going to take a break. Do y'all not understand how long we've had Cookie? Lauren was 10 when we got Cookie. Matter of fact, this is Cookie's birth month. Cookie is now 15? Yes, we got Cookie in 2010. Lauren will be 26. So Lauren was 11. Lauren will be 26-ish. Is it 25 or 20? Child, I don't know how. Anyway, we have had Cookie since, I believe, Lauren was 10 or 11. Lauren is a grown woman. Cookie is old. Yes, Cookie heaven, okay? Cookie heaven. So honestly and truly, I want to take a break. I want to experience what it is not to have a dog. Because y'all, even when I was dating here in Houston, you know, I couldn't stay over my man's house long, you know, days at a time because I had a dog. So it's kind of like, you know, when the kids are little and you're married, then yeah, you really don't need to be finding a babysitter. Like, you know, we would go out of town, the kids at home. Cookie is like having a child, and I don't no kids live here. No, I mean Cookie's not going anywhere. I'm not getting rid of my dog. He knew very early that I had dogs, but I don't think it would be fair to get another dog when he really doesn't like dogs. Hey, Styling Grace. Yes, 2 big dogs, you do. Is Cookie catching stray? Cookie ain't catching no strays, child. So yeah, but no, I mean, he listen, Cookie is hilarious. When he comes, Cookie will lick his leg and he'll be like, don't be licking on me. I'll be like, Cookie like that chocolate. Cookie no. So yeah, I mean, him and Cookie, they get along. But he can take a leave, Cookie, you know. And Cookie ain't going nowhere, baby. Baby, we've been dating since September. I wish I would get rid of my dog for a man. Immediately, no. 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 It'd be different. Hey, Cheryl, it'd be different if we were married and, you know, I went and bought a dog and he'd be like, where you going with that dog? No, just like he got to accept my kids, he got to accept my dog. We a package deal. Me and Cookie are a package deal, baby. Cookie, girl, Cookie cool. No, yeah, no, she a package deal. Cookie come with me. He want me, he want Cookie. Yeah, but Cookie's chill. Like, when I go out of town, I'm going to ask my mom to keep her. They kept her when I went down there for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to have her keep Cookie when I go for Mardi Gras. So can you imagine? And my mom has schnauzers. Do y'all know how much noise schnauzers make? I believe Cookie was traumatized. But what you want me to do? Now, if I was driving and I'm not driving, I'm flying. You know, if we were driving, I would take her. But No, I'm flying. I don't have a dog, but I'm a dog lover. I'll let them bring that. Yeah. And that's the thing. My mom loves dogs, so she'll keep Cookie. But just imagine if I had two dogs and I'm trying to find somebody to keep two dogs. It's too much. It's team too much. Team too much. So, but honestly, I want to travel and I want to be kid and dog free. My man is a Sagittarius. Hey, Renee. I'm a Gemini girl. I have never dated a Sagittarius. Two could be, oh, girl. Helen, I understand, and your dogs is big, okay? I understand. It's not easy, y'all. It's not easy. If you are a responsible pet parent, there's a lot that comes along with that. A lot. Do y'all know how much my vet bill was? And they was trying to tack on more. I was like, oh, hold on. I need to put Cookie on my insurance. Y'all, dogs are not cheap. Yeah, I gotta take a break. I gotta take a break. Yeah, my vet bill when she got sick. Mind you, Cookie, Cookie's been to the vet, get shots, this is the first time Cookie has ever been sick. Yeah, if she hang around a little while longer, I might need to get some insurance. Because, baby, when they told me it'll be this much, I was like, huh? That was my shopping money. No, I don't have pet insurance. I do not. Sag men are charming. He's very charming. He's very charming. Yes, every day. A cat that had to have dialysis. Girl. So I'm waiting on Garrick to come get her. Girl, baby, I don't think Journey's going anywhere. I thought Journey was your birthday present last year. Yeah, I don't blame you, Angela. It's a lot of responsibility. I think they're amazing. I love my dog to death, but it's, again, like I said, Cookie was more for my kid. Well, I'm not gonna say that because I want to get a pug, but it's easier when you have kids. When you get older and you're trying to really move around and live your life, especially as a single woman. Like, I dated a guy, he had a dog, I had a dog, and we just couldn't figure out, and he had a big, huge dog. So it's kind of like, who's spending the night over who house? Like, what we doing here? So, hey, Eugenia, I hope I said that right. But yeah, first time ever dating a Sagittarius man, and it's going really, Jay-Z is a Sagittarius, so I'm never. I've always attracted Cancers, Geminis, and Capricorns. Those are my main three. And when I tell you, those are the worst. Well, my first husband was evil. He was a Scorpio. So he was a November Scorpio. My dad and Zach are Scorpios, but they're October Scorpios. They do with pets. At first mindset, I'll help, right. And you know what? You're absolutely correct. Yeah, Cancer man. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I was, I'm still on my healing journey, my level up journey. I saw a video, and I think I talked about this video, where they said when you won't date certain men with certain zodiacs, that is a trauma response. And I do agree with that. I totally, wholeheartedly agree with that. But when I tell you my worst experience has been with Cancer men. My first husband, he was terrible. He was very much abusive. But again, have I dated another Scorpio before? I think my first husband is the only Scorpio I've ever dated. But I for whatever reason, I attract Cancer men. I do not know why. And it's always immediately no. No. The emotional aspect, and I'm a Gemini, and I don't give a damn. The nonchalant in me, we don't mix. It don't mix. It don't mix. Hey, mama. It don't mix. It don't mix. So while I understand what she was saying, because basically she was saying she wrote out her list of a dream man and she put on there no Geminis. So when she met her man, her dream man, he was actually a Gemini. So that's how she came up with that it's a trauma response. Every man is different. But I'm going to be honest, all Cancers and Capricorns are the same, child. So how do you know at first? Is it conversation? Know what, Debbie? He just up and left, sis. Girl, listen. My level of detachment, it should be studied. She got lucky. I agree, because I dated a Gemini man. Nicole was married to a Gemini man, and baby, they're not for the weak. Not at all. Debbie Green, his zodiac sign. How do I know his zodiac sign? He told me. Is that what you're asking? Try your luck with a May Gemini, but and I'm gonna be honest. He was a June Gemini, 100%. He was a June Gemini. Now I will say I haven't had terrible luck with Gemini men. I've never dated a Gemini. Well, I have, and it went kind of fast, but the men that I attract are normally Cancer. That's why when my man told me he was a Sagittarius, I was like, this is new. Listen, if I'm being honest, my Cancer man left me too, child. He couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. But again, there was work I needed to do on myself. I can't blame him 100%. There were things that I needed to work on, and I've worked on them. But I guarantee you, he's still as whiny and complaining and woe is me. Okay, I'm just saying. I haven't talked to him since the day he left, or the day we got divorced. But baby, when I tell you a Cancer is woe is me, and the whole world hate, I can't. My Cancer was a cheater. Yeah, Cancers and I've never dated a Pisces man, not that I know of. Baby, the emotions, I can't. I used to look at him like, what you crying about now? Now he wasn't physically crying, but the way he complained, like he was a true gaslighter. Like he would gaslight me so bad. With lesbian, like, girl, I'm like, and it was always my fault. Again, gaslighting me, and I'm like, I know I'm not crazy. I got a Virgo alpha male. Okay, Virgo. Scorpio men are emotional as well. Yeah, my first husband was like that, but he was abusive, child. My husband is a June Gemini. Okay. I mean, every man is different. Every man is different. But in my experience, honey, now, if I wasn't in a relationship, would I give a Gemini man a chance? Probably. But not a Cancer. I'm sorry. And not a Cancer. Because the last man that I dated, before this one, he was a Cancer. And when I tell you, baby, and I'm going to tell you something. People can only fake in front for so long. And after a while, that whiny, woe is me, gaslighting came right out. It came right out. Yes, the Gemini that I dated was a lot of fun. He actually one year got me, he got us a chef for Valentine's Day. I'll never forget that. He was a lot of fun, y'all. But he was selfish. So, Scorpio men are the worst. A real man. Yeah. I know that's right, child. Yeah. So. Ooh, baby, let me tell you something. That man, baby, when I tell you he love bombed me and then he showed his true who he really was, I ended that so fast. I was like, And again, the only reason I gave him a chance was because I saw that video. I was like, okay, maybe this is trauma response. Let me give him a chance. Because, baby, when I tell you he was all over me, he was doing everything right, yada, yada, yada. As soon as he didn't get his way. So, never again. Never again. Never again. I'm just too nonchalant, right? I want a chalant man. I'm the only nonchalant one in the relationship, because women, we do need to have a level of detachment when it comes to relationship. We need to have detachment about a lot of things in life, but you definitely have to have detachment in a relationship. You definitely have to be able to live your life and not worry about any validation from anybody else, especially from no man, okay? Let me tell you something. I never ask my man if he likes my outfit or if he likes that, because I don't care. Now, when I say I don't care, it's not that I don't value his opinion, but I don't need his validation. You have to be able to detach from your relationship. You really, really do. His representative left the building and the real him showed up. Baby, sure did. Ooh, girl, my friend Charlie a Leo. Baby, you look. Oh, Mr. Wanna Be All Up in the Video? He was a Leo. That's another one. I ain't never dating a Leo. Never, ever, ever. Never, ever, 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 ever. Never, ever, ever, ever. So, yeah. But yeah, learn to detach, ladies. Learn to say, you know what? I don't need validation. I don't need to ask nobody's opinion. My opinion is the only one that matters. If you really want somebody's opinion, ask a kid. They're going to tell you the truth. They're going to humble you. But I'm not asking my man, do he like what I got on? Or did you... Oh, sir, I ain't that. That's why when he told me I ain't need to lose no weight, this ain't for you. This for me. I'm doing this for me. I'm the only one that needs to validate me. So detach, okay? Learn that or understand that men are going to they're only going to do what you allow them to do. And once they understand that you need that validation and that you need their approval and all that, girl, no, I don't need that. I'm good. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Men like when we treat them a little bad. I'm not saying you gotta be rude, mean, and nasty, but I'll tell my man in a minute, I ain't asked you nothing. I say it very nicely, but I'll be like, because, baby, let me tell you something. One thing I've learned, and I don't know if it's with Sagittarius, but this man love to tell me what to do, y'all. And I'll be like, you know I'm 49, right? I've been cooking chicken since I was a little girl. I don't need you to show me how to cook no chicken. Like, and he does it in a very loving way. But I'd be like, no, I don't need your help. Now, if you want to do if you want to build us a house, go right ahead. But I don't need you to tell me how to cook no chicken. Ciao. July 1st. Okay. I know that's right, mama. I know that's right. Yeah. Girl. Just like I was trying to tell him that I was sore from my workout the other day. And he went to telling me, you got to pace yourself. You got to do it. I'm like, I ain't asked you nothing about working out, sir. I'm relaying to you as to why I'm walking like I'm crippled is because I worked that. But I didn't ask you for your 2 cents. It's romantic to be up in there frying chicken. Ma'am, he wasn't trying to do it with me. He was trying to tell me what to do. He didn't say, baby, let me come fry that chicken with you. He was like, you need to do this, put this. I think what it was, if I'm not mistaken, so I have an electric stove and I love to cook on gas. I'm not independent. I'm self-sufficient. And the eye gets really, really hot. So normally when I cook, I have the fan on. I don't know if y'all noticed it. I just cut it off. So baby, he was like, you need to cut the eye down. You need to cut the fan. And I'm like, sir, I cook in this kitchen every day. It's not me, it's the stove. Capricorns do that. Yeah, Capricorns are bossy. I'm not independent. I don't even claim that. I'm self-sufficient. Okay. I gave up independent a long time ago, honey. I need to be taken care of. But I also have my own mind and can think for myself. Thank you, Belina. Is it Belina? Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, the Capricorn I dated, he was very bossy. And my good friend Shay, I think she's been in the vlog before. She's a Capricorn. And when I tell you, she is a very, very bossy. Listen, let me tell you something. I am so playful and soft around my man. It might come off that I'm a little bit, when I say things, I say them in the most playful and girly way. He actually be laughing at me. He don't really think I'm serious, but I be serious, y'all. I be like, I don't need your help, babe. I got it. And in my mind, I'd be like, boy, if you don't leave me alone. So yes, I'm very soft, okay? I'm very soft. I'm very girly. I'm very playful. But listen, I'm a Gemini. You're not going to boss me around. And it's a low-key boss, okay? I ain't going to tell him how to pay them bills. Just call me Shira's cousin, okay? I ain't going to tell you how to pay them bills. Don't come in here trying to tell me what to do in my kitchen. Yes, he's a lot of fun. Listen, y'all, to be honest, I don't have any complaints about this man, if I'm being honest. He does little things which we all do. I'm flawed. I'm sure I do things that get on his nerves, okay? He ain't told me none of them, but I'm sure I do. But what I'm saying is, this has been the healthiest relationship I have been in my whole entire life. If I'm being honest, okay? He's not toxic. He has a lot of emotional intelligence. He talks things out. He's very open and honest. He was very upfront about what he wanted. He's very kind, caring. He's very generous. My family loves him. Like, now, does he get on my nerves? Yes. Sometimes am I happy that because listen, living alone, and y'all have to remember, I have lived in this apartment almost 2 years. Okay? 2 years. We can switch it up with our man, Gemini women. Yes. And I've been divorced since 2019. I've been in relationships off and on. A lot of them haven't been very serious. A few of them have been serious. So what I'm saying is, I have been self-sufficient and living on my own for quite some time. So a lot of time when he comes, because I don't know if you guys know this, when we met, he was actually living, he had an apartment here and he had an apartment back in Louisiana. His brother is married. When are you doing a meet and greet? Me and Helen talked about doing a meet and greet. We need to get back on that, Helen. If Helen is still on the live, me and Helen, we talked about doing a meet and greet. But he had just, because he was trying to move. He had an opportunity out here. It didn't work out. So when we met, he actually moved. He didn't renew his lease at his place and moved back full time to Louisiana. But he wants to be in Houston, so that is what we are working on, right? But he can't come stay here. He got to have his own place. he can't come live with me. I'm never living with another man unless I have an engagement ring and married. Period. Okay. So, thank you. So, when he comes here to Houston, which he comes often, he stays with me, right? At first, he was getting a room, but as things progressed and got serious, then, instead of spending that money on a room, he comes and he stays with me for, the weekend or whatever. I love him being here, but I ain't gonna lie. I never thought that I would be in a long distance relationship. I have had opportunities to be in long distance relationships. I always, said that it wasn't for me. But God ultimately knows what is for you. Okay. So when this man came into my life and he said, hey, I live full time in Louisiana, but he made it very clear that he had no problem traveling 6 hours to come see me as often as he needed to and as often as he can. He made that very, very clear. When he came down here for our first date, he made that very, very clear. Okay. So I think one of the reasons our relationship has blossomed and it has become as beautiful as it is because we are long distance. Now, that is not the goal. The goal is for us to, get engaged, get married, live happily ever after. Okay? Got that. But I'm not going to lie. When he's here and he get ready to go, I'll be like, bye. Because I do value my time. I value my me time, my space. I don't have to share my space with anybody. And again, y'all, this is my apartment. I pay the rent here, okay? He's giving me money. He's, done some really nice things for me. He got me tires for my car. He's very, very generous. But the only name on this lease is mine. It's my house. So after 2-3 days, I need you to go. I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm just being honest. Now, I do know when we live together, get married, he's not going to leave. But until then, I like my apartment to myself. I really, really do. And I really think that long distance relationships in the beginning really, really forces you to create a bond, right? And to build that trust. And I'm not saying it couldn't have worked if he didn't live here in Houston. That's not what I'm saying. But I truly, truly believe that with the right person, a long distance relationship can actually be beautiful. I'm in one now. So, but yeah, he just left for Valentine's. He left on what is today? He left on Monday, and then I'll be going to Louisiana next Friday. So hopefully by the summertime, or not even summer, spring, he had some connects down here. He's been, on his stuff as far as, and then he also has to sell his house in Louisiana because he owns a home in Louisiana. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. She said long distance it is. Let me tell y'all something. If you watch my channel, then I don't know if I've said this. I think I have. And I told him this. If I hadn't met him this summer, I would have probably been packing my stuff to move I said I was moving to Dallas. I think I told y'all that because I was like, I'm over Houston. I'm over it. Okay, I need a new scene, a new scene. So, Leah, I cannot be, more in agreement with you. You have to do what's best for you. And I felt like, Houston, I was over it. I've been in Houston since I was 6, y'all. Okay, 6 years old. I'm gonna be 50 this year. Never lived anywhere else. So I was ready for the move. So, we'll see. We'll see, guys. We will definitely see. And actually, he has people in Dallas. So, we'll see. We haven't talked about moving to Dallas, but, we'll see. We'll see what's on the horizon. I'm telling you, Debbie, it's wonderful. It really is. And I'm going to tell you something else. The way that men fall in love, they fall in love by missing you. They have to miss you. And when I go back and look at other relationships where I was all up in the man's face, I didn't give him time to miss me. Not that I'm saying that I want any of those men that I was ever. What I'm saying is, as you grow and get older and you level up, and discover things, you understand relationships better. And I understand that when my man is away from me, and I'm gonna tell you something else, I'm not always available. I don't answer the phone. I do it. I be doing me. If he ain't texting me, I ain't texting him. And that's not in a bad way. I'm just saying I'm just as busy as he is. So I give him that time to really miss me and want to see me. We FaceTime every night at 8:30. This man calls me at clockwork. That's what I'm saying. When we first started dating, he was 100% consistent in everything that he said. Everything he said he was going to do, he did. Yes, yes. Yes. So, yeah. And that's another thing. I did not have to pursue him. This man, to this day, in March, it'll be 6 months. He still, when I say he pursues me heavily, okay? He does not want me to pursue him, to do any, when he is here or when I'm in Louisiana, I'm strictly princess mode. I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing. I feel you, Daphne. Thank you, Ebony. So yeah, I truly think that me being here has really, really helped our relationship. So I need to do a thumbnail for this video, y'all. Y'all pray for me that these people take this video. Oh, baby, come on. Is it Joe 32 Ingrid? You better. Let me tell y'all something. When I was a new nurse, even now, I still, put my makeup on. My scrubs, I've been having the same scrubs for the past couple of years. But when I was a new nurse, baby, I had Danskos in every color, okay? I had scrubs in every color. My lab jacket was pressed. It was white. It was as white as these paper towels. Like, y'all couldn't tell me I wasn't the best dressed nurse on the unit, okay? And I actually learned that from an older nurse. She said, you better not ever come up in here looking any old kind of way. She's a nurse practitioner to this day. I still follow her on Facebook. She told me, you better not ever. She said, you are too, not that I came to work looking any kind of way, but when you're a new nurse, you look up to the older nurses. And we were just having a conversation, and she just said, you are too beautiful not to come to work looking, your best. So I learned that very, very early. I spent a lot of my money on the best scrubs, the best shoes, the best lab jackets. Like, I was always G'd up for work, baby. Thank you, Regina. Yes. So I've always carried that around with me. I might not have the best uniforms now. I mean, they're clean, but I just don't. I don't invest. Let me tell you something. I used to make a lot of money. Not that I'm not blessed now, but I'm just gonna let y'all know, okay? The nursing game, that's some paper. And I had the funds, so of course I could buy the new Danskos. And then a lot of places that I worked, we had uniform trucks that would come up to the job, and baby, they would take the money out the check. So it was nothing for me to run up $300-400, and then they would just do like a payroll. Baby, I was G'd up, okay? G'd up. Yes. Yes, I've seen her channel before. Yeah, so I'm burnt out now, y'all. They get these same, I got the same little blue, green, and gray uniforms in rotation. I have some black figs. I be tussling with the pants. Baby, I be killing that payroll deduction. Oh, man, I remember those days, honey. I remember those days. Let me tell you something. Nursing was good to me. I took my kids, all 4 of my kids, to Disney. It's a Disney World, the one in Florida. I'll never forget. Miles and Shelby they were little bit. They're like 2 and 3. Lauren and Victor was like 9 and 10 or 9 and 11 or something like that. And at that time, I was still fooling around with Miles and Shelby baby daddy, okay? And we broke up. And he was supposed to go with us. And baby, he thought that I was not going to take my kids to Disney World because we broke up. And listen, y'all, okay, back then I was a little masculina, but I was like, I don't need you or your money. I will never say that now. I need you and your money, sir. But back then, baby, when I was making 5 figures a month, I'm just being honest. I was like, and baby, I took my kids to Florida for 5 days. We stayed in the Marriotts. Okay, we went to every single Disney park. I believe there's four. Okay, I bought my kids whatever they wanted. Okay, Miles and Victor got custom car. Listen, I spare no expense. Okay. Nope. He wasn't a Scorpio. Remember, I have bad experience with cancers. So I was never married to Miles and Shelby's daddy, but he was a Cancer. Then I turned around and married a Cancer. I clearly I like punishment. That's why I say I attract Cancers. I don't know why. Well, not anymore. I attract Sagittarius men. Okay, only one. But baby, when I tell you that man, he was sick. He was sick, okay? But I will never, ever, ever tell a man I don't need him or his money. I've learned my lesson, sir. I need you and your money, okay? I don't do that no more. She don't live here no more, okay? So, but yeah. But baby, those was the days. But I'm going to tell you something. When you making that kind of money, you're working, okay? Sheena, God forgive me, I don't even want to work 35 hours a week, let alone 60 and 70, okay? Before I quit my last job, y'all, I swear I was getting 39.9 hours because I was barely wanted. I was making, and my checks were still nice. I was still able to, pay my bills, have fun, and my car is paid for. But now, baby, you can't pay me to work a minute over 40. You want me to do what? Thank you. So yeah, that's for them young girls. Baby, they would ask me, you want to do? No, I want to do no overtime. I won't go home and get in my bed. And the funny thing is, I really be at home in my bed. Most nurses will be like, yeah, I ain't doing nothing, I'll stay. No, what you want me to do? Baby, I will be asleep with the patient. You want me to do what? Work a double? But back in the day, baby, I would bust a 16. Because back when I started, this showed my age, baby. We was, thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. The teeth looking good. Back then, we was doing 8s. Some places had converted to 12s, but not quite yet. That's how old I am, child. But, baby, it was nothing for me to bust a 7 to 3 and then a 3 to 11. Okay? It was nothing. Okay? And I used to work at Ben Taub General Hospital. Okay? Ben Taub, LBJ. Then I started working agency. That's when I was making all that money. I used to be at MD Anderson, the Methodist, all the Memorial Hermans. Baby, when I tell you, give me the money, but not no more. They can have it. I'm done. She has left the chat, okay? I'm done, okay? I will say, the last time that I worked really hard and made a lot of money was for COVID. I made a lot of money for COVID. And I did not travel. I was working at a facility during COVID. Made a lot of money. But ever since then, no. Immediately, no. I did work quite a bit when I got my tummy tucked because I needed to put some money away because I knew I was going to be off. But after that, baby, please, I've been smooth sailing. I've been smooth sailing. We cruising. Yes, ma'am. Not no more. Girl, no. Immediately, no. No. Yeah, so me and Helen will get together and we'll talk about a meet and greet. It's 8:09. Y'all, my man is going to call me at 8:30 like clockwork. So I need to make my tacos and eat. But that man do not play about me, y'all. He gonna call me at 8:30. But yeah, Helen, call me tomorrow, girl, and we'll talk about whatever you want to tell me, because I know something happened good on that cruise, and then we'll figure out a meet and greet, do something in Houston, something halfway, maybe something in the Galleria area. You cute, you in love. I really am, girl. Listen, it was very easy to fall in love with him. It really was. He's such a great guy. Um, you know, so whenever it's fine for me. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna save this live. If you came on late, catch it from the beginning. I love having a good kiki with y'all. We need to do this more often. I do talk about things a little bit more private in my private membership group about my divorce and stuff like that. So, but I love, oh, thank you, Wanda. Listen, this is the best money I've spent. My tummy tuck and these teeth. I want to get these teeth done next. But I'm talking to my man about that, okay? All right. So, all right, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.